All right, Coach. Obviously, first game in the field house. Just the crowd was kind of electric for you. Obviously, a close game. How did you feel just about the way your guys played and the way the crowd kind of was able to have a pretty good atmosphere for you in the first game?
Yeah, we have to give them something to root for and cheer for. I think at different points in times in the game we showed that, resiliency, and then we get the opportunity to get ahead, right? And now it's time to finish the games, and that's an area that we have to continue to grow at.
Yeah, where did you kind of see things go wrong? Obviously, you take that lead late in the second half, and then they kind of work their way back in that game. Where did you see things kind of slip away there?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of our mental and physical, I would say conditioning. Just we get tired towards the end, and I think our discipline and our focus is kind of going away. Things that we did well for the first 30, 35 minutes of the game, there starts to be some slippage towards the end of the game. Our focus in timeouts and executing the things that we're doing there, those things weren't good enough down the stretch. And so, again, those are areas that, we're learning how to win games.
Yeah, and you obviously got a pretty balanced squad. You got a lot of returners. You got a lot of new guys. How have the new guys kind of acclimated themselves to Division II basketball and just kind of getting in the flow of things?
Yeah, it's a work in progress every day. It starts in practice, starts in the weight room. I think the guys' chemistry off the court is growing, and I think on the court it's getting there as well, right? But we have to make sure that we continue to tap into that. Make sure guys understand that this is a game about Wayne State. There's no individuals, right? We need every guy 1 through 14 to be at their best.
And obviously, for you being a player here, you've obviously played in a lot of close games, and the first two games to start the season have been a couple close games. How do you kind of talk to your team about closing these games out instead of coming out on the losing end?
Yeah, like I said, a lot of it is in our focus, our discipline. It's an area that we have to grow. Our follow through and understanding what we're trying to do, the communication from players to the coaches and vice versa. All those areas are things that are a work in progress. So I think it's really good that we've gotten tested in these areas early on, because I know that'll make us better late in the season.
Yeah. What are some things you liked from your team today? Just was it the 3-point shooting? Was it the rebounding? What are some takeaways you have on the positive side that you can kind of take and build with that?
Yeah, making 10 threes is really good. Positive assist to turnovers. Those are things that I want us to continue to get better at. And I thought we found that some resiliency at different points in time in the game. But then we get up and I feel like we let our guard down a little bit, and that's something that we have to continue to just figure out what those things are and how to avoid them.
Yeah, and just one more for you. In terms of going forward, obviously, you're hitting the road again before coming back home on that Sunday versus Tiffin. What do you guys kind of want to fix before you take on those next two opponents?
I would say there's nothing really to fix. I think it's just being better. Just getting better at every facet of the game. Passing, dribbling, shooting, finishing plays, free throws. Defensively, our overall understanding and focus in what we're trying to accomplish. Every second, right? 30 seconds at a time for 40 minutes. If we can continue to get better in those areas, we'll be able to win, games moving forward.